You are listening to the Slowly Dying Podcast with Becca.
Check yourself. Check. Week after I cried at the bowling alley.
And Bronte.
Oh my God, what have I done?
What do you mean? I haven't heard from you in months. We talk about everything and anything.
I could tell she was frustrated just by how she was throwing I'm the only one who does it the best.
And turn in every Monday for a brand new episode.
I did not know though.
What? Like you were freaking out.
Let's get it popping.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? It's time to get back into the dating game.
What's up, you guys? It's Bronte.
I feel like, wait, let's just repeat that because I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. All right, let's do it again. Okay.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? It's time to get back into the dating game. Bronte is on the other line. We're doing it over Zoom again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy is we're putting this episode out and then we just talked about being single. I feel like
I know.
I can't.
It's hard getting back into the dating game when you're ready, of course. Don't rush it. But when it's just so stressful.
You know what's stressful is, I've been single for 3+ years. Doesn't mean I wasn't talking to people.
Right.
But I'd never officially made it official that I was in a relationship. But
right. Yeah.
Is you love being single. Like most people don't know how to be single. Look, I'm not trying to promote singleness because now we're trying to promote getting back into the dating game. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to take a lot for a guy for me to get back into the dating game because I am having the legit time of my life. I just booked a Miami trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia next month. I'm having the busted party.
Mm-hmm. Things are going down.
But I mean, you just got to start, getting throwing yourself out there, I guess.
I know I have to work on that because I've been single for almost just under 1.5 years, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But it's I think the first thing is asking if you're ready. Are you ready to get back out there? Because I feel like if you go too soon, and everyone makes mistakes, don't get me wrong. But I feel like if you go back out too soon, then it's not the whole process is not as real as you think it is when you're in it.
Yeah.
If you're not ready,
Yeah. And I think everybody's time is different. I mean, if you're just jumping in relationship and you break up, okay, that's not really healthy. I think everybody should be single for 3+ years, but I get that, people don't like to be single.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with being single. I'm going to be single for another 3 years because I'm thriving over here on life. But, yeah. I think sometimes real quick, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good.
But this can also be getting back into doing friends with benefits too. We can add that in.
Oh yeah. Very true.
So
a warm up, or if you're not
a warm up,
if you're not ready for any serious feelings. But when you bring sex into it, it's so easy to develop feelings because that's a very personal thing. But if that's all you can handle,
or if that's all you want.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, hello. I just know I feel like I don't know. I feel like if someone comes along and is wants to ask me out on a date, I'm more willing compared to 6 months ago. But I'm still I don't know. I feel like I'm good at being single now, or I like being single. I don't know. I feel like I have to just push myself to get out there more, My mom even says to get out there more. My mom's you got to work less and get out there. I'm like, God, Mom.
Well, yeah, you do be working a lot.
Yeah.
But everyone's nobody, what the thing for me is I can't date liars. I can't date cheaters. I just can't do it. And I'm not saying everybody's a liar or cheater, but I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of people out there that don't spark my interest. I think because my standards have grown and grown and grown, there's less and less to pick from the pot, which is fine because my standards are high and we're not lowering them. And it's not being mean, oh, I would never date that guy. No, I'm not looking for a guy. I'm looking for a man. There's two different things, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like if you feel red flags on the first or second date, just do yourself a favor and don't even bother with him or her again.
Make sure they pay for the date though, so you get the free food.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
First date should be bought for. Like, you learn so much from previous relationships. It's crazy. That's like the benefit. And you only get stronger. But like when you continue on in life and like date, you want to spend your time with a person that just adds to your life. You don't want to add stress to your life. You just want someone to like make you grow. And that's really it. Grow in respect.
When you realize, and I don't know what has gotten into me, when you realize most of the loneliest people are people that in relationships, you don't feel lonely when you're single anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Truth. Hashtag truth.
When you realize how to be happy when you're not in a relationship, then you've learned it. Like you know the feeling.
And like only 10% of people even understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I'm so glad I've been single. Like you have no idea. I mean, I'd be like turning people down because I just can't do it, because I think of my future. If we're not going to work, like we might be happy for like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But like, I know if like you're not willing to travel, you don't make decent money because like what I want to do costs money. I want to travel with my son. I want to do things, experience life. Then I'm not going to be happy in a couple years. Like the honeymoon phase dies, people. Okay, it does.
It does.
So like when it dies, what do you have? Not saying you have to be a billionaire and like stuff like that. I mean, it would help, but you have to be like, what do you want? Because when you realize what you truly want, then that's cool, know? So, exactly. But anyway, we're talking about how to get back in the dating game, and we're sitting over here promoting singleness.
I know.
So we have to
messed up.
Stop it. Okay. I think getting back in the dating game, I mean, like, there's plenty of ways. Yeah. Okay. You want to go the app way where you download like Bumble. Okay. Do not be downloading Plenty of Fish. Okay. That is not okay.
Plenty of Fish is a no-go in Becca's book.
No, absolutely. Bumble's the girl has more control. That's why. Tinder, I don't know. I always be trying to swipe the opposite way, and then I end up swiping the wrong way on Tinder. I don't know why. I can't. But then I'm like, you know what? But then like, you know what pisses me off about Tinder and like those kind of things? They'll be like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, that's all you have to say? Like, it's not like, it's just like, what are you doing today? How was work? And I'm like, get the hell out of here. Like, I can't have boring conversations with people. So I don't really do well on apps because I download them and then I delete them and then I get really pissed and I'm like, you know what? Screw this.
Yeah, I don't do well on the apps personally. I feel like they make me more anxious. They're fun, don't get me wrong. Like I love
they are a little crazy.
But then I'm like, I cringe a little bit. When me personally, if I'm on it, like too, But app, I mean, that's our day and age now. Apps. We are in the 21st century. Like that's our way of communicating. Apps.
About to put my location to Dubai. That's what rich people are. Dubai. I can't. What do you think about setup dates? Like getting set up.
Someone setting up for you?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think the idea is fun. I think you have to go in it with an open mind and you better have a lot of faith in your friend who's setting you up.
Right?
If it's a joke to your friend, then that's rude because they're like, they're playing with your emotion and your time. But if you were like, yo, this guy, he's my friend. I've known him for a while. And if you have good things to say about him or her, then I'm willing, because obviously you're seeing something in this person that could benefit my life because you know me. I'm willing. It takes a little bit, you're like, oh, but
yeah, you have that commonality meeting this person that this person knows your friend who's setting you up,
That's true.
So I'm down for it. And then you have a common thing to talk about your friend if you don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it that way. I get really nervous meeting new people. Well, it depends on the situation. Like, I just think that I'm very awkward and like, I don't know. I just like
I
become very
personally-
awkward. And then
Yeah.
yeah.
I personally hate first dates. Hate them. I wish we could just jump to like the 6th or 7th date. And I'll say it honestly, like I hate first dates. Like
They're
just to
awkward.
kind of break the ice. That's why I think I just like getting to know the person who asked me out like at like a few parties, and like you break that, you know.
If you ask me out,
Awkward.
like if we're at a party and you ask me out, you know what I mean? Like, then I'm like, I won't be awkward to see you because I've already seen you. But like, if I'm doing it on a date and I'm like, no, I can't.
Right. Yeah. So
You
that's,
know?
yeah, I think I rather getting set up than setting something up on like Tinder.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
just me personally.
I think it's easier. Like, remember when we went to Ocean City and we went to the bar? I think it's easier because you're already like in the situation. Like, if I'm out with my
Mhm.
girlfriends and guys come and talk to me, I think that's easier for me because I'm around my girls and I feel comfortable with them. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I look good. You know, like in Ocean City, like a couple guys came up to me and it was like, okay, that was chill because we were all hanging out as a group. You know what I
Agreed.
mean?
Yep.
So that's the way I like it. I personally don't suggest dating anybody at work. Don't shit where you work. That's what I
Yeah.
call it, because that's how I met my son's father.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got pregnant like 2 months later. Sometimes it works for people. It doesn't work for me. We just didn't work. Like, it was nice because we worked night shifts together, so we'd have the same days off. But again, everybody was in our business. You know, it became very toxic. So he had to leave the job. So I know a lot of people meet at work, which if
Yeah.
it works for you, it's fine. But I won't do that again.
Right.
I agree.
Most
I think I would have.
Avoid that.
Yeah.
You know,
Or at
and
least on the same floor or something, you know, if you work like in the same department or something.
yeah, because it just kind of gets a little messy if you don't handle it correctly.
That's
know?
true. And it can it can cost you your job because if you're not professional, and then,
Yeah.
you know, but I mean, some people makes it work. So everybody's different.
Mhm. Very true. Very true. Like,
You know.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking, I'm like, am I ready to get back out there, or should I like dive in? You know? Thanks, Mom. She was literally talking about the other day, you know? Even my dad too. I'm like, do I just scream sad or something? You know?
Don't be sad, girl.
No, I'm not sad. I'm just like, oh God, maybe I should just like do it, you know?
I don't know. It's just like when you're in a relationship, it's a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of time. You sacrifice your time for the other person, you know? And I feel like when you've been single for so long, you're like, how do I add another person? You know?
Yes. And that sounds, guys, like, doesn't that sound so stupid? You're like, how do I add in a person? Like, and don't get me wrong, we love the butterflies. We love being in love. Like those moments, and especially when a relationship's new, is so fun, you know?
Yeah.
But then at the same time,
yeah.
I look at my life now and I'm like, it's so relaxed, even though I'm busy as shit. But like, you know, I don't have to worry about relationship drama. I only have to worry about me. So, and that's kind of selfish when I say that, but it's fine.
But you can be selfish. You don't have another kid. Be selfish. There is nothing wrong with being selfish.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
You know,
I don't know. How else can you get back to the dating game? I think just like really putting yourself out there. And I know I've said this, but like not only just the apps, setting up, you know, I think just being personable. Like people read your body language, people read your energy,
they do.
People read your kindness and your warmth. So I feel like you're only going to attract people for how much you're going to put out there. If you're closed off and, you know, rude, then you're not really going to get anyone, unless guys like that, or girls. But, you know, like the energy you put forth is something that you're going to get in return too. And someone's probably going to reciprocate your energy if they're interested in you. So,
yeah. And let me add to that, because I think that's the number one. Like, I just had like a blonde moment where I was like, wait, I think for me, like the more crazy I am, the more that I do what I want. Like I just bought a stripper pole. I cannot tell you, like I had 5 guys message me. Probably because I bought a stripper pole, but I'm just saying like the more like I get back in the gym, like I'm going to Miami. I just booked a trip randomly to Miami. It was my girl's 30th birthday. I'm going to Georgia. I'm throwing a busted party, which is a stripper party. Like, it's like the more that I do what I want and the more happy I become, the more guys I attract. They might not be the guys that I want to date, but I'm telling you, they become it because they see a girl that's independent doing what they want. They find that attractive. So I think that's how you get yourself out there, is stop putting yourself out there for other people. Put yourself out there for yourself. And man, I'm telling you, it'd be attractive.
I saw this.
Not
quote.
saying you got to buy a stripper pole because that's not for everybody.
I feel like
I'm just saying, you know, like I'm just saying.
Do a strip dancing class, people. That's the moral of this story.
Yeah, like make yourself feel more sexual. Like
I actually found this quote literally the other day. Jim Carrey said it, and he said, "The funny thing is, when you start feeling happy alone, that's when everyone decides to be with you."
Yep.
And I need to repost it, but it's so true. It's energy. It is energy. It is individuality. It's, you know, living your life for you. There is something very attractive about that. And when I say like adding on to your relationship, I mean that if I'm going to go out and date you and I agree to date and get to know this person, I cannot have a person take away from my life anymore. I can't have a person hold me back because that's just going to devalue me as a person. That's going to take away what makes me, like taking opportunities and having fun and traveling. Like the reason why my last relationship ended was he was the sweetest guy. We generally a very happy 3.5, 4 years. I loved him. I will continue to love him and I will always love him. But what broke us up was meeting in the middle, which a relationship should, but I was sacrificing parts of me that I would eventually resent. You think you're okay with it, but then when you're like, holy crap, like I haven't lived for me, you know, like I probably wouldn't have taken this job. I probably wouldn't have experienced a new city. I probably wouldn't have traveled as much as I normally would love to do because he is the opposite in that sense. So like I need a relationship that's only going to add on to my interests. And once you know you're in it, you're in it. As Becca said, people like not a lot of people know what we're talking about. And we can't describe the feeling.
Because you have to go through the pain. People don't want to go through the pain. You have to go through trauma and pain to get to where we are. And I would not, like looking back at all the trauma I went, it was pretty crazy. And like controlling all that stuff. I would not trade it for the world because
right. Exactly. And it like you just have to go through it to get there, to get to the other side too.
I agree. And you actually have to stay single.
Yes.
You have to stay single.
Some people don't want to stay single because they think getting in a relationship is going to make them not lonely.
Yeah.
But that makes you more lonely sometimes. Sometimes not.
Very true.
You know, I've been, like I said, I've been single. Doesn't mean I don't ever get lonely, but then I call my girls and we go crazy and I'm good. So, But the last thing that I want to bring up, I know we're kind of jumping all over the place, is when you meet up with somebody, I think the biggest thing is safety.
I'm glad you said that.
Especially for girls, can be for guys too, but be smart. You know, don't be meeting up in the park at 2:30 in the morning. Okay. Do you want to die? Like, hello.
I feel like
area, and don't just meet up with somebody just because you talk to them for an hour. Like talk to them for a couple weeks. Like get to know the person, go out with friends, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like in certain times, letting at least one person know, like, you know, like, hey, I'm going to finally meet this guy and go on this date. Because God forbid, if that person goes missing, I know exactly what probably happened, you know, or I know who to call first,
or
know.
send your friend your location. I know my
Yeah.
girl does that.
Yeah.
But meet up in a public place. You know, don't meet late at night. I mean, sometimes it works for people, you know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I mean, just be smart about it. When I meet up with guys, I don't invite them over to my house.
No.
No. Like, unless I've known you for a long time,
Then yeah.
we'll meet at like restaurants. Like that's where I usually go on dates, or like public places like Hershey Park. Like, you know what I mean? Like places where, like, you know, if he's trying to attack me, there's tons of people there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my suggestions. Just be smart, or just meet up with friends. Like if you're going to the bar with your girls, be like, oh, if you wanted to come meet me, I'm over here at this bar, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ending it on safety, because we love safety.
Safety first. That's
Safety
why we're
first.
nurses.
Use a condom.
Yes.
So for God forbid, please. My God. Just use a condom. You don't
and
know
a
the
dental dam. I cannot with dental dams. I can't do it. If you don't know what it is, look it up.
Google it.
Only if you're over 18.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I think we promoted being single, half of it, and promoting getting back in the dating game. As you guys can see, we're both single still. And we're still, there has to be that special guy. I mean, when I meet my guy, he's going to be like, that is my woman.
Yeah.
He's going to be like,
you want a guy,
crazy.
you want a partner like that. You want a partner to be like,
know. He's going to know.
Mm-hmm.
And make him know.
He gonna already know. He's gonna know that Becca's crazy, but Becca's loyal as hell. And like, I feel like your guy, I feel like for some reason he's gonna be like the shyest guy ever, but just like
my guy
travels the whole world with you.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I feel like I'm gonna be the dominant one. I feel like in the bedroom and outside.
Yes, girl, get that.
No.
He'll be a shy guy, but dominant in the bedroom. That'd be so hot.
Oh my God.
That's getting really personal. Holy crap.
Girl.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right, girl. But there's guys out there. There's tons of girls out there and guys out there. Just like be patient and enjoy your life in the meantime. Don't be like, oh, I can't do anything. No, go enjoy your life, because life is fun and life is important. So
all right, guys, this is such a fun episode. I loved it.
Yeah. So but I know you got to get some sleep.
Yes, night shift is going to kick my butt today. I had day shift yesterday and now night shift tonight. So it's a wild world,
but we got to keep rolling. So
you're joining the night shift crew with me.
Night shift crew for a little while. So it'll be okay once I get into my rhythm and everything. So
yeah,
it'll be good.
So
fine. So
oh my God, I hear a train outside my
I hear it too.
Do you hear it? It's like,
yeah, that's crazy.
It's my man coming to pick me up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Well, this has been such a great episode. And thank you so much for the support as always. And we hope to bring you, now that our schedules are kind of coming back together a little bit more exciting content.
Yeah.
More things to come. So. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much. And this is Bronte, and I'm popping off.
And this is Becca, and I'm busting it off.
Ooh. Okay, guys. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ooh, see, 3 episodes done.
Girl, what time is it?